Okay, so let's take a look at this next problem here. So I want you to list the sides and angles of the triangle in order from least measure to greatest measure. So what I'm going to suggest you do is that over here on the side, since they're asking you to list the sides, and the angles of the triangle in order from least measure to greatest measure, I'd write over here, sides, and then do a colon, and you can list them either underneath or directly to the right, and then I would do angles. Okay. All right. And a colon. Okay, so the sides is easy. We can clearly see because we know that this has a measure of 5, this side has a measure of 9, and this side has a measure of 12. So this is really easy to list the sides. So it said in order from least measure to greatest measure. So 5 is obviously the least measure. So that's side AB. AB. Don't forget to put your hat on it. Good. And then the next one, in order from least to greatest, is going to be 9. So that's side BC. And then the last side, the longest side, is going to be the side that has a measure of 12 units, and that is side AC. So that was really easy. So, if your teacher is making this a 6-point problem, there you go. Maybe, the sides in proper order might be worth half of it. So there you go. So now we're going to talk about the angles. And the angles is a little more difficult because you have to kind of do a little bit of work. So what you may remember from class is that the shortest side is always opposite the smallest angle. So take a look at this right here. Let me change to another color here. Let's do red. Okay, so here is side AB right here. Okay, and if we look, okay, this is angle C, and that's the angle that's opposite. And if you kind of draw an arrow, that's how you can see it's opposite. You can clearly see that side AB has a measure of 5, and it's the shortest side. And then if you just look visually, angle C appears to be the smallest angle, so you can kind of verify that that's true, but we also know it's true. We also know that the shortest side will always be opposite the smallest angle. So therefore we know, I'll change back to black here, therefore we know that if we're listing the angles in order from least measure to greatest measure, we know that angle C is the smallest angle. So now what we can do is, I'll go to a different color here, green. Okay, so now if we think about it, we've got a side that measures 12 and a side that measures 12 and a side that measures 9. So the next smallest angle is going to be opposite the side that measures 9. So it's going to be the angle opposite BC. So we just draw a line to go opposite, and boom, there we are, chilling at angle A. Okay, chilling at angle A. So again, this was side BC. Good. Okay, so then we know, let me go back to black here, then we know that angle A is the next smallest angle. And then that, of course, leaves angle B to be the largest angle. But I want you to just practice, drawing lines across. So here we go. So sometimes it's actually easier to go from the angle across to the side. So if you take angle B and you draw a line across, boom, there we are at side AC. Whoops, whoa. Let me go back a little bit. Try that out. There we go, that's better. Okay, so obviously the side opposite angle B is side AC, which is 12. And you can also remember, if you're like, oh my gosh, how can I tell which side is opposite? What you could do is, let me just draw a quick triangle here, okay? Whoa, yeah. That wasn't too good drawing it freehand, but you get the point. So if this is, this is angle E, angle F, and angle G, since it's a triangle, okay, you know that the side is going to be named by this side, for example. Let me see here, go to black. Okay, so this side right here is side EG, okay? So it's named by two vertices here, E and G, okay? The angle that's going to be opposite it is going to be the letter you didn't use every single time, okay? So that's another way to remember it. If the triangle looks kind of confusing, you just know that whatever the side is, look for the letter you didn't use, and that's going to be what the angle opposite it is, okay? All right, so there you go.